So let's take a look at what we found during the cleaning process. Cleaning the bathroom. I thought I got everything. Thank God I saw this before. I've been making sure to keep my eyes before my hands. Just found this in the bathroom. Just found a jar of meth in my bathroom. Just found this on top of the mini split. It's Narcan. And where my tenant was using this to put out his cigarettes and then just throwing the cigarettes in here, we have naloxone HCI. It's a generic form of Narcan, so they were doing heroin in here. I don't even know what I'm saying.
Trying to lip sync.
I don't know the words, but I can pretend. The end to a long day with my best friend Joe and the pups on the river. He's walking in his shoes because his feet hurt.
So bossy.
What?
Not dropping your phone.
I'm not gonna drop my phone, sir.
Look at these little fish. Look, right here.
Fish? I had the best idea. Somebody recommended a steam cleaner. Tried that. Recommended, where is it? A shark steamer. Somebody recommended upholstery cleaner. Didn't work. My idea originally was just a sponge mop, and this is working beautifully. Now we just have to get it clean enough so that we can paint over it using Kills, which is a odor remover, and then off-white paint and all that stuff. Never doubt Prepper Princess. I have been at my rental property for about 3 weeks. I have destroyed all of my clothes. I had to go to the thrift store and buy new clothes. I had to use 3 coats of Kills and 3 coats of paint on the ceilings and walls. Kills is a deodorizer and smoke thing. This was all black. Everything was black. While Joe came and flew in, and while he was doing the drywall in the rooms that needed demolition, I was out here cleaning and painting and redecorating everything. Needless to say, I am getting out of the landlord business. I'm selling my house, this house, my rental property. So here's the deal. This was considered arson, so my insurance does not cover it. Their insurance sent out a private investigator while we were cleaning up the property. Don't know what's happening there. I also hired a lawyer. This has set me back $40,000 or $50,000. And the reason I had to come and do it myself was because the city, how do I put, supposedly, allegedly, according to my neighbors and several photos, my tenant was dealing drugs. Since starting the work 3 weeks ago, we have been pushing away homeless drug addicts from my property. I was here one night in the backyard painting doors, and someone just walked in my house. A big, tall, homeless black man with dreadlocks, no shirt, and a big gulp. He just came in, hello, I'm looking for my friend. Rocky was barking and running towards him, probably for pets, but he didn't know that. And he ran off and outside was he had a girl with him, also on a bicycle. That scared me. So, I put in I lost count of how many no trespassing signs. I purchased motion sensor lights. I got this from my realtor. It's like a doorbell thingy that you can see people. I now have cameras inside my house. I have motion sensors all over the house. I've got things on every window and door, including the shed outside, so that if anybody comes on my property, police are called. While we were here, also my tenant showed up. So 2 days after the fire, he was arrested for drug possession. Well, while we were here doing the work, he showed up trying to get in the house, saying he needed it for his insurance. And this was the day after a private investigator for his insurance company showed up. He was just trying to walk in the house. We all know what he was really walking in the house for, what he wanted from the house, which is gone. Had to pay for a 40-ton bin to get rid of all of the debris in the house. I got here 4 days before my contractor, and I spent the entire time just cleaning debris. That wasn't even like bad furniture or drywall. It was just debris. If I don't get if I don't get insurance money to pay for all of this work that we've been doing, after I sell the house, it will be a profit of $20,000 over the course of since I bought it. I bought it for $67, trying to sell it for $175. But because of all the repairs I've had to do, because of this tenant, it's $20,000 over a 5-year period would be what I made. If I do get paid out by insurance, it's probably $100,000 profit. I don't know. My brain's not fully functional. I've been working nonstop, day and night, from 6 a.m. till 10 p.m. for the last 3 weeks. I'm exhausted. Joe went home yesterday. I'm trying to think of what else I can say. Is that I don't want to say this landlording thing. I don't know how other people do it. I did everything right. I had rental property insurance. I went through a property manager. My first tenant illegally subleased it. My second tenant turned it into a drug house and had at least 4 people living here just based on the mail that I'm seeing in the mailbox. 4 different names at minimum. And all of the shady people who have been showing up to my house high as a kite, asking for my tenant. So it's all fixed up. I've got my realtor selling it. I have to come back one more time to put on the cabinet fronts, and I will likely at the same time be picking up the remainder of my furniture, which isn't much. But I just don't want to do it. I mean, I have to come back anyway because also the permits. So I passed the demolition permit, and I'm waiting. I have 6 months to do the remodel permit, but I'm not done with the remodel until I get the kitchen cabinet fronts and the carpet installed and the trim. I just have to do trim above the carpet. I mean, I don't have to do trim, but trim. I was required by the city to install a mini split of equal or better value than the previous one. And which melted off the wall, by the way. And by the time I got here, the condenser was, I don't know, stolen. I don't know if the tenant took it. I don't know if somebody else took it. I have no idea. Probably for copper, probably for you know what. But, So I had to replace that. It was like $7,800, nearly $8,000 to replace one mini split, which in California, I bought a Mr. Cool mini split for $1,500, called an electrician, and he installed it for $1,500. But here in the desert, there's a monopoly and there's no contractors. So that's why my carpets, by the way, everything, yeah, that's why my carpets can't be installed for another month and a half, because of there's no contractors here, and if you have them, they're all backed up. And that's why my cabinets, well, I'm doing the cabinets. I did the cabinets, and I'm gonna install the cabinet fronts. The cabinets were black with smoke. We took, do you know, do you have any idea? Okay, now look. I've been here 3 weeks. My pants don't fit anymore. My bras don't fit anymore. They're too big. That's how much I've been working. That I've lost weight. I don't know how much. I don't have a scale. But these things we cleaned with some sort of purple industrial degreaser. Then we hit it with 3 coats of Kills. Then I hit it with 3 coats of optic white cabinet paint. And that did the trick. And I used a very special spongy paintbrush, like little 6-inch brush. And I know I don't look my best. I am aware of that. There's nothing I can do. I have no more clothes. Do I still have it? Yes. This stuff. We had to sit here with literally you guys, cleaning fire, because I don't have the money to just pull down the cabinets and replace them, because I have an emergency fund of 6 months of expenses. Well, for me, 6 months of expenses is $20,000, not 50. So I owe Joe about 10 grand. He knows I'm good for it. He knows. But yeah, it's crazy. And we cut every corner in terms of like cheap paint. What's the word? The kind of paint where people bring it back. Oops paint. We did everything we could. We mixed paint. Got it all. It's all up to code. Thank God none of the fire hit any of the structure. It didn't hit any of the structure. It didn't hit any of the electrical. It was very topical, but it was arson. There were 2 points of fire starting. One was in this room in the closet. I was told by the fire marshal that they were lighting clothes on fire in the closet. Say no to drugs, kids. Say no to drugs. And then they were lighting them. There was a giant, you guys saw the picture, giant pile in the fireplace. I had to go up on the roof with a fire chimney thing and do. I'm gonna fall over here pretty soon. And the beds were not savable. I was able to save 1 mattress, that's it. And that was after we called in a professional cleaner after the scrubbing. A professional cleaner came in with all these crazy things and did the floors, ceilings, and walls. This is a new bed, same mattress, new bedding, same side tables that I cleaned like crazy. Yeah, they still have the cigarette marks. But they kind of look like well, no, they don't. Yeah. I'm gonna have to take them home eventually and sand them. But you guys saw, couldn't fix the flooring completely. They used the flooring as a ashtray as well, and I don't have the money to fix it. You can see, so if you look real close, see? But the realtor said I can get the amount that I'm looking for. Did the inside of the cabinets. So, everything. I did everything. And see my new security system on every window. Simply Safe. I'm a Simply Safe fan. That's what I've got at my other house. And this one I've got too. And there's a camera on this one. since I've moved from here, where my internet never worked, since I moved from here, their internet has improved, and now we have fiber optic, and now I can actually get a clear picture. So that's good. I'm sorry if I'm yakking your ear off. Oh, my neighbor gave me a fridge, which was awesome. It works. When you're here, my next door neighbor was letting us stay at her house, and my other neighbor across, because everybody here, my neighbors love me. I'm a good neighbor. But he brought me a fridge, and I ordered a replacement handle, and the flippin' company, what is it, genuinereplacementparts.com, the darn company didn't send it because of security purposes, because they're like, hey, your shipping address is different than your billing address, and we need to know why. And I'm like, well, it doesn't matter why, because now you have to send it to my billing address because I'm leaving. Yeah, key copies have been made for my neighbors and for my real estate agent. My neighbor's going to help me. They're going to do the carpet install for me and just let them in and do the thing. I already paid for it. And then when the cabinets come in November, that's something I have to do. Because can't find a contractor to do it for me, and my neighbors are too old. All right, folks. You know what? I'm gonna ask. I never ask for prayers. I'm gonna ask for prayers. I'm gonna ask for prayers for starters, for a safe trip home. But by the time this video is out, I'll already be home. But I would really appreciate prayers for getting the insurance company to pay for all of this, or the tenant's co-signer to pay for all of this. And I would also like prayers for the tenant to be brought to justice, hopefully while they're in jail or prison. If they do get convicted, which I hope they do, they can get clean, they can get sober, and they can get away from their toxic girlfriend, who I think was the ringleader. All right, folks, do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out.